Hello, everyone. This week in science, we will be learning about the life cycle of a plant. Take a look at the following chart. You will notice that the life cycle of a plant has several different stages or steps. The fourth stage or step in a plant's life cycle is adult plant, flower, pollination, and fruit. That's what today's lesson will be on. We enter stage 4 and the seedling changes into a young adult plant. At this stage, the plant is bigger and may have more leaves. Over time, the young adult plant will grow into an adult plant, which is now mature enough to have the ability to develop flowers. This can take anywhere from a month to years, depending on the type of plant. Trees take many years to grow into an adult ready to make flowers and seeds, whereas a sunflower, which completes its life cycle in one growing season, turns from young plant to adult in about 2 months. When the plant develops flowers, they are not only pretty to look at, but they are also complex structures involved in the making of seeds. In order for seeds to be produced, 2 more processes must happen: pollination and fertilization. Pollination. Pollen is carried by wind, insects, or animals from the stamen of one flower over to the pistil of another flower. This could be between 2 flowers on the same plant or between 2 different plants. The pollen then moves inside the pistil and travels down to the ovules. Fertilization. Pollen is made from special cells called gametes. The gametes contain half the normal DNA for that plant. After pollination, pollen moves to the ovule. The pollen cells now combine with the cells from the other flower. The other flower cells also only contain half the DNA. When the 2 gamete cells combine, there will be one complete set of DNA. This is called fertilization. Seeds and fruit. After fertilization, the combined cells start multiplying and begins changing into a seed. Each seed contains a tiny plant called an embryo. It has a root, stem, and leaf parts. The embryo is ready to grow into a new plant when conditions are right. The area around the ovules starts to grow into fruit. Its job is to protect the seeds. The fruit has another job, to help the seed spread away from the parent and continue the cycle. Other ways baby plants are formed. New plants are sometimes not grown from seeds. These baby plants have exactly the same DNA as one parent, not half the DNA from both parents. For example, some plants will have special stems that grow sideways above the soil. New plants will grow up along those stems. Other plants send out underground roots which form new plants at a distance from the parent. Tubers and bulbs are also special underground structures that can grow into new plants. Examples are potatoes and onions. Length of life cycle. Flowering plants all go through the same stages of a life cycle, but the length of time it takes varies between a lot of species. Some plants go through their complete life cycle in a few weeks, others take many years. Annuals are plants that grow from a seed, then flower and make new seeds, then die, all in one growing season, less than a year. Some can go through their life cycle more than once in a year because the climate they grow in allows for a long growing season. Biennials are plants that take 2 years to go through their life cycle. They grow from the seed, then they rest over winter. In spring, they produce flowers, set seeds, and die. New plants grow from these seeds. Perennials are plants that live for 3 or more years. Trees flower and set seeds every year for many years. Some others have stems and leaves that die over winter, but the plant continues to live underground. In the spring, new stems grow, which later bear flowers.